I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been so passionate? You wanted this thing so bad. Can't nobody tell you nothing. This is your calling. It's what you're here on this earth to do. But you just couldn't do it because you're scared about what he thinks. You're scared about what she thinks. You don't want this group of people to treat you bad. You want to impress this group of friends. You want her to like you. You want him to like you. I'm here to tell you firsthand, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody wants to be you. Nobody's even thinking about you. I was so scared to be myself in high school. I was terrified. I was so worried about how people were going to treat me. I was so worried about making friends. I hated walking by myself. I had my AirPods on, full blast, walking down the hallways, walking by myself. I hated it. But in order to escape that and get out of that, I would lie to myself and to people about who I was as a person. I would act one way for this group of friends, another way for this group. I would treat them weird because these people shouldn't. It's not going to get you anywhere. And I remember in 10th grade, I played basketball, right? So in 10th grade, I was my first year at my high school. I was trying to make the basketball team. Obviously, I want to play basketball. I want to go to the NBA. I don't see a problem with that. I don't think anyone would see a problem with that, especially with all the work I put in. But I was in 10th grade. I remember there were some people that played basketball in my class. I heard them talking about the team and stuff. And instead of asking them and introducing myself, hey, I'm Will, yada, 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 boom, boom, I didn't do it. And I missed out on so many opportunities. There was a fall league I missed out on. There was workouts I missed out on just because I couldn't open my mouth and just ask. Because I was so scared and worried about these people, these other kids, people my age, talking bad about me, saying I wasn't good enough. I remember we had an assignment in my class. I will never, ever forget this. I will never forget it. And it was like introducing ourselves. We all introduced ourselves, said our names and everything like that. But it was an assignment. The assignment was, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like that was like the heading, the title. And I want to play in the NBA, like I said already. But I knew I had to present to the class, and those kids were in my class. And I was so scared because I didn't want to get made fun of. I wanted to have friends. And I ended up lying and saying I wanted to do real estate. And real estate is cool for sure, 100%. Don't get me wrong, but that's not what I want to do. Truthfully, it's not what I want to do. I want to play basketball. And so I lied, but I lied to myself. That's the biggest problem. It's lying to yourself. Because I would lie about who I was. And I ended up only going to the tryout. I didn't go to no workouts, no nothing. And if anyone here plays sports, you know that unless you're LeBron James, you're not making a team, buddy. So I didn't make it, and stuff like that kept happening, and I didn't even end up playing in high school. It was rough, man. I was really sad. I was depressed. But honestly, man, I did it to myself. But I'm glad I'm able to see it now. And that's why I'm on here today, trying to help anyone that might be in my predicament or my shoes. And truthfully, I'm going to say this. You don't want it bad enough. Right? And I'm saying this to say, you can't say that you want something so bad, you work for it so hard, like I said earlier, but you have those opportunities. You had those people. You could have talked to these people. You could introduce yourself. But you can't say you want something and not do every single thing you can, every little thing in your being to make that possible. You can't. And I didn't want it bad enough at that time. I'm gonna be the first to say it, I didn't. I couldn't. Because if I did want it bad enough, I would have talked to those people. I would have talked to those coaches. I would have been myself. I think that's the most important thing. being yourself. So for anybody coming into high school, coming into even middle school, any grade, always be yourself. Don't ever let anyone's opinions or what people say about you have any effect towards what you want to be in life, because high school and these years are going to mold you into who you are going to be as a person.